hard to live in California, as we know, surviving here. But we're asking for what's fair.
Beyond the scenes, beyond inequality is not a mere slogan, but a rally cry for respect, acknowledgement, and equity. In conclusion, we urge the esteemed members of this board to consider the profound impact of pay equity and healthcare parity for classified employees.
As a single mother, I am expected to provide and give my son a good life. Instead, I had to work 2 jobs in order to afford a livable wage. I stand before you and demand a raise for everyone.
With the current high inflation in our country, it is my hope the board will find it within itself to pay a fair wage to teachers who stand and deliver. Things in our economy have gone up, and it is my hope that this district will truly consider that.
When I say union, you say power. Union. Power. Union. Power. When I say union, you say power. Union. Power. Union. Power.
Good evening, esteemed members of the board. We trust you're in good health and high spirits. Today, CSEA brings forth a matter of critical importance: the equitable compensation of classified employees in Whittier schools and the justifiability of an 11% cost of living adjustment. The state of California, commendably, has approved an 8.22% COLA, reflecting an acknowledgment of the challenging economic landscape, which the Whittier Union Cabinet has yet to recognize. However, it is CSEA's contention that our classified employees, the backbone of our educational system, warrant a more substantial adjustment. The proposed total of 11% COLA is rooted not just in the need for fair compensation, but in the recognition of the increased living costs and economic hardships our classified staff faces. CSEA believes an adjustment providing equity in the compensation packages for classified staff currently in existence for our district esteemed certificated management and administrative staff is necessary to eliminate years of Whittier Union being plagued with ongoing classified staffing shortages and an inability to secure subs for our campuses for many classified positions. Furthermore, it is with a sense of concern that CSEA addresses the recent facts brought into light via one of our information requests submitted during negotiations, exposing the fact that Whittier Union guarantees automatic salary increases granted to administrative and management in their employment contracts. These guarantees require Whittier Union to provide increases to all administrative and management positions equal to the largest increase negotiated by any bargaining unit. While acknowledging the dedication and responsibilities of our administration and management, this raises questions about the fairness and transparency of such decisions. Additionally, these guarantees of automatic salary increases granted to administration and management in their employment contracts increase the cost of any CSEA request for COLA with contract language that requires administrators and management to receive the same increase in salary provided classified employees. The amount required to be given to administrators and management in their current contract would be equal to an amount that would more than cover the cost of one of CSEA's other proposals, healthcare for 4-hour employees on par with full-time employees. CSEA believes that compensation adjustments to management should be tied to merit, achievement of organizational goals, and fiscal responsibility, ensuring a balanced approach that considers the entire school community. The purpose of this report tonight is not to disparage, but to advocate for pay equity. It is our duty to ensure that every member of our educational family feels valued and that compensation practices are just, transparent, and aligned with the principles of fairness. As CSEA advocates for an 11% COLA for classified employees, we request the Whittier Union School Board remove any clauses in future management contracts guaranteeing raises not tied to set goals of achievement, and instead aligning them with a fair and performance-based approach so that our district and community can be best served with our district funds. Additionally, this would eliminate an unfair handicap placed on CSEA and our classified members seeking a salary increase, which currently requires Whittier's board to take into account the fiscal impact of such mandatory triggering language related to administrators and management's automatic guarantees of salary increases, not afforded to any other bargaining group. In conclusion, it is CSEA's sincere hope Whittier Union's board considers CSEA's proposals thoughtfully. Embracing fair compensation practices not only solidifies our commitment to the welfare of our staff, but also fosters a culture of transparency, trust, and equity within our educational community. CSEA is hopeful after Cabinet has reviewed with the board CSEA's solution to avoid triggering these clauses in management contracts, Whittier's board will be able to see the true cost of what CSEA is requesting and not the artificial costs created by such automatic triggering language, thus allowing the board to do what is right, fair, and just for their classified employees. Thank you for your attention to these matters, and CSEA is confident in Whittier Union's commitment to promoting fairness and justice within our school system. I appreciate your time and consideration this evening.
In case any of you don't know me, my name is Martin Torres. CSEA, I would like my 9-year-old son to stand next to me. I'm a firm believer in modeling behavior. It's not just the words that we speak, but the actions that ultimately will define and resonate beyond each moment that we're in. Good evening, Board President Mendez, fellow trustees, Dr. Oviedo, and Cabinet. As first Vice President of Whittier Union CSEA Chapter 42, and 630 of your classified employees, I come before you to express the reality of our negotiation endeavors and the shocking frustration and inequality for salaries and medical benefits. Our members are in complete disbelief at the truth of admin getting the highest negotiated salary increase by our union without having to lift a finger. While we pour our hearts and souls to negotiate even the slightest increase for our meager wages, how a 6-figure salary is guaranteed the same increase is beyond baffling. I understand that the board and Dr. Oviedo will be hearing the facts I'm presenting for the first time. There's no smoke and mirrors or sleight of hand. At the last board meeting, I heard a director and admin laud the new electric buses and the hefty price tag per bus and the plan to transition to all electric by 2035. I bit my tongue so hard during that presentation because the truth is that those very drivers, many who are struggling due to low wages and unequal health care, have a pantry that they have created to provide food and other staples for their fellow drivers who are also struggling. Just in case you're wondering what a pantry is, it's a room and transportation where employees bring food, canned goods, and other necessities. I am embarrassed that my Whittier Union family have to do this. This is completely tragic and shameful. Keep in mind, this pantry is known, not secretive, but I guess they don't deserve a living wage and equal health care benefits. Our recent proposal for salaries was structured to provide an avenue by which Whittier Union would not be bound to give an insanely high raise to admin or management. The equity adjustment proposal by CSEA is a pathway to make the wrong a right. Whittier Union could propose 5% COLA and 6% equity adjustment for a total of 11% for classified. Then 5% becomes the bar, which can be applied to admin or management and fiscally sound. At the same time, providing the 11% for classified who lag far behind other districts in wages. I don't think the community, parents, or common sense people could justify the salary increase to an admin or management who is safely making over $200,000. but classified making 50,000 and paid below other districts do deserve it. Since we are fact-based, let's look at a smaller number. What does 4% increase look like of 200,000? Now what about 4% at 50,000? Even at 4%, six-figure salaries increase guarantees are not tenable in the long run. Let me give you the facts. For admin management making 200,000, a 4% salary increase is 8,000. But for 50,000, that increase is only 2,000. You may think that doesn't seem so far apart, but monthly for admin, it's triple sixes, 666. But classified, it's barely 166, which is merely a little over $50 per paycheck after taxes. How is that equity? How is that right? The fact that our members raised their voices and took action tonight is only the beginning. We will fight for a living wage and equitable health care. I am reminded of a true story of people who were starving and struggling to survive, but the wealthy who were in charge continually ignored the pleas and cries that people were starving. Due to their wealth and class, they were tone deaf. The story states that a princess was told about the people starving, and from the perch of wealth and abundance said, "Let them eat cake." The story is about the French Revolution. But the same scene has sadly been played out in so many other facets of life. I am here to tell you, Whittier Union classified CSEA employees are hungry and in need, and we don't need cake. We demand a living wage, no more smoke and mirrors, no more tone deaf. Make the wrong right. Our community, students, parents, and families are demanding change now. As elected officials, you are bound to the community, students and staff of Whittier Union, and my hope is that you do the right thing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your voice.
Please like, subscribe, and share all our social media to stay informed. Your likes and subscriptions show the district our member support.